Hi everybody, welcome to IPO Stocks channel. Today I present you a new episode. Specifically, I will give you 5 strong clean energy stocks for 2021. So this is part 2 of the series, and if you missed part 1, there are excellent clean energy stocks as well. So have a look on my channel if you want to watch part 1 of the series. And in this video, I will cover the clean energy space, which has been an excellent performer over the last year with a very strong momentum, and today I will give you 5 of these excellent stocks. So before I start right off with the first strong clean energy stock, I have to make a short disclaimer. This video does not constitute financial advice, for entertainment purposes only, so please consider that. And also one more quick note, please subscribe now to my channel with a link in the description below, so that going forward you do not miss any market leading stocks from me. So please subscribe now. Okay, so that was it for the intro. So let's start right off with the first strong clean energy stock for 2021, and it is ENPH, ENPH Energy. Here you can see the long-term chart of ENPH Energy, and as you can see, it's been in a long-term uptrend. And when we look back a little bit, we had a very strong uptrend now since, let's say, around August 2017. We have been in a very strong uptrend, and prior to that, we have been in a long-term downtrend, which lasted from around April 2015 until, let's say, when we broke the downtrend around September 2017. And this uptrend is quite strong, and we see as well we bounce quite often of the moving average, of the long-term moving averages here quite nicely. We bounce here of the 50-week moving average, and here of the 40-week moving average, here of the 50-week moving average. And recently we have been in a strong uptrend, a very strong uptrend, especially when we look at the short-term chart. I mean, you can see it here. We have been around $73 in end of September, and we traded up to the high at $220, so nearly a three times move, which is a quite nice move in that short time period. And also we can see in the short-term chart here we bounce with the 30-day moving average, here of the 20-day to the upside strongly, and here of the 10-day moving average we bounce strongly to the upside, and now we are hanging around the 30-40-day moving average. And I think a bounce here to the upside could come quickly, or could come soon. When we look at the growth characteristics for ENPH Energy, the EPS growth is sluggish. It's minus 249%. And the sales growth is also not the best. It's minus 4%. But the relative strength rating is very good with 96. And ENPH Energy is in a hot sector in the clean energy space, which has been a leading sector over the last years. And I think that will stay. That will continue into the future. I think the clean energy space has 1 or 2 more years to run, and I think we could see the excellent performances like last year going forward. I think that could happen. So I think then actually ENPH Energy is definitely a strong clean energy stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for ENPH Energy. Now let's have a look at the next strong clean energy stock, and it is LAC, Lithium Americas. Here you can see the long-term chart of Lithium Americas, and as you can see, it had quite a volatile stock. Recently here we had a downtrend in Lithium Energy, which lasted and then start of 2020 we could break that downtrend, try to trade to the upside, but that did not last long. And then we had the corona breakdown in the stock market, and Lithium Americas broke down as well. But we made a low in March, and we reversed from that low, traded to the upside, and then we formed a nice and strong new uptrend in Lithium Americas. when we look in the short-term chart here, we see that short-term uptrend. And here we can see we had a period of pause in Lithium Americas, which is called a base. And after these periods of pauses in uptrends, when they break out, the stocks break out from their period of pauses or bases, these are excellent buying point. For instance, here would be an excellent buying point. And then we traded strongly to the upside, and here we had a strong up move. But we came back a little bit, and now we are trading around the 20-day moving average. So I think soon we could see an excellent entry point for Lithium Americas. When we look at the growth characteristics, these are not that strong. I mean, the EPS growth is sluggish, but and the sales growth is also not the best. But when we look at the relative strength rating, it's good, very good with 95. And Lithium Americas is in the hot sector in the clean energy space. And I think it also could have more room to run. So I think it's also a strong clean energy stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for clean energy. Now here you can see the next clean energy stock for 2021. And it is BLDP, Ballard Power Systems. Ballard Power Systems. Here you can see the long-term chart of Ballard. And as you can see, now let's say here we had a longer-term correction or consolidation phase from 2018 to around May 2019. Then we broke out of that consolidation correction phase and traded to the upside from the nice new uptrend. And yeah, here you can see as well a period of pause or base, and here the breakout from that base. Here another period of pause or a base in that uptrend, and a breakout again from that base. And yeah, in the short-term chart, we see that we see an uptrend here, and we see that base here, yeah, in the short-term chart. And recently we broke out on December 22. We broke out strongly of that base and traded strongly to the upside, and now we are building a shorter term base, and just looks like Ballard wants to break out of that base as well. When we look at the growth characteristics for Ballard Power Systems, the EPS growth is very good with 46%, and the sales growth is okay with 6%. And the relative strength rating is good as well with 92. So I think with these characteristics, Ballard is definitely a strong clean energy stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Ballard Power Systems. Now let's have a look at the next strong clean energy stock. And it is BE, Bloom Energy Corporation. Here you can see the longer term chart of Bloom Energy, and as you can see, yeah, Bloom Energy was a recent IPO in July 2018, and that matters because in their first 10 years after their IPOs, the young stocks, 95% of the stocks super performance is happening in their first 10 years after their IPOs. And Bloom Energy is a quite young company from it after just about a little bit more than 2 years, 2.5 years after its IPO. So I think it could enter now into the super performance phase here. And yeah, after its IPO, it traded up a little bit and then moved into a long-term downtrend. And that downtrend, we made a low with that downtrend in October 2019. Then we could reverse. And yeah, since then we have been in an uptrend. And yeah, last year we had a breakdown as well with the Corona breakdown in the stock market, but we could reverse from that low there in March and trade to the upside and form that nice uptrend here, as you can see. And in the short-term chart here, we see a recent strong uptrend here. And also here we had a period of pause in that uptrend, which corresponds to that pause or base here. And we broke out of that base around on 23rd of November. We traded strongly to the upside, built a high handle, and we could break out of that high handle as well. And now we are building a shorter term base period of pause, and it looks like Bloom Energy just wants to break out now of that shorter term base here. Yeah, when we look at the growth characteristics for Bloom Energy, I mean, the EPS growth is sluggish with minus 54%, and so is the sales growth with minus 17%. But the relative strength rating is good with 94. So with these characteristics, Bloom Energy is also a good clean energy stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Bloom Energy. Now we come to the last clean energy stock for today, and it is SUNRUN. Here you can see the longer term chart of SUNRUN, and as you can see, SUNRUN was also a recent IPO in August 2015, so it's 5.5 years old, around that. And yeah, after its IPO, it formed a downtrend and could find a bottom, then trade to the upside. And yeah, then we had a sideways movement and the Corona breakdown here. But we made a low in March with the Corona breakdown, traded to the upside, and have been forming an uptrend since then. A strong uptrend, yeah. And in the short-term chart, you see that uptrend here. And you see as well, now we have been, let's say, a period of pause here, or a little bit looser base, yeah. And we came back recently, and I think soon we could continue with the uptrend in SUNRUN. When we look at the growth characteristics, the EPS growth is super strong with 510%. The sales growth is a little bit sluggish with minus 7%, but the relative strength rating is good with 93. So I think SUNRUN with these characteristics is definitely a strong clean energy stock for 2021. Okay, so these were the clean energy stocks for 2021 for today. I hope in that video are some nice stocks for you which you can use for your research. And also, if you missed part 1 of the strong clean energy stocks for 2021, please have a look on my channel, because in part 1 there are even better clean energy stocks than in that video, I think. So I think it's definitely a must watch video if you are into clean energy stocks. Okay, also please subscribe now to my channel with the link in the description below, so that going forward you do not miss any market leading stocks from me, and also do not miss any new clean energy stocks videos from me, or have a look at my other videos as well. For instance, I have videos about the tech momentum stocks, the tech growth stocks, the tech IPO stocks. I have video about the disruptive tech stocks. And these are all excellent stocks, and if you are interested in stocks like these, have a look on my channel. And also you can monitor the performance of my strategies when you have a look at the links below that video. You can see how my strategies are performing and if it makes sense to follow me. So yeah, have a look at that as well. Yeah, and thanks for subscribing, and I hope to see you again soon in the future. Cheers.